Good day everyone. Today our video will focus on tips to pass the Philippine Science High School NCE test. I'm Ofelia Orate, a principal owner of a school and a tutorial center, a math teacher, and an author of 21 books. I taught in Philippine Science High School for 18 years and was the head of the math unit for a time. I also taught in Ateneo, in Xavier School, and in Mari School. Okay, let's start. What are the tips? Number 1, you know your strengths and weaknesses. You focus on developing your weaknesses. For example, if you're weak in math, then you have to do very many exercises in math. You can, borrow books or buy reviewer books and answer as many exercises as possible. Remember, practice makes perfect. Next, number 2, you have to practice answering under time pressure. If in the review books, it says there that you have to answer, let us say, 60 questions in 30 minutes, then you have to time yourself. I-turn on nyo yung inyong alarm clock before answering, tapos kailangan mag-a-alarm yun. Tignan mo kung natatapos mo ba yung mga answering the questions within the time limit. Kung hindi mo natatapos, then you have to answer over again and try to make sure that you're able to answer within time limit. Okay, and then you also have to answer the easy questions first. Skip the hard ones. Ako ganito yung ginagawa ko, no, pag nag-e-exam dati. Kapag hindi ko kayang sagutin yung isang number, nilalagyan ko yan ng marking, kunwari asterisk or star, meaning to say, I was not sure or I wasn't able to answer that particular question. So, if I finish early later on, I go back and answer them. At least alam ko na kung ano yung mga kailangan ko i-answer because of the markings. Okay, and then, there are review books available. You can borrow or buy any review books. Any review books will help you. Commercial. We also sell review books. The Core Concepts High School Entrance Review Books and the Philippine Science High School Review Books at Lazada and Shopee. Just type on the search button the store or the shop Core Concepts. Next, number 3, learn how to make educated guesses. By the way, please subscribe and click the notification bell. This is my educated guesses, no? Pag sinabing educated guesses, talagang i-eliminate mo na yung mga choices na sa tingin mo talagang hindi pwede. Kunwari, na-eliminate mo na yung A and B, no? And then there were 4 choices. So at least, C and D na lang yung possible correct answer. At least you have a 50% chance of getting the correct answer by then. Okay? Next, language proficiency. Medyo maraming klase na exams, na type of test sa language proficiency. Letter A, you have to review your subject-verb agreement or grammar. Next, analogy. Ano yung analogy? For example, day is to sun, as night is to blank. Ganon. Diba? Night is to moon. That's an example of an analogy. Context clues. You have to, open the dictionary and try to remember your synonyms and your antonyms. Letter D, reading comprehension. Yan, sobrang importante yan. Because they will be giving you something to read, an essay or a story, which is something that you will have to read. And then they will be giving you questions in the end. Ako, ang ginagawa ko, and ang nire-recommend ko sa mga estudyante ko at the tutorial center, that will help them is to read really fast the questions first before reading the essay or the readings. There. Number 6, science. You read a lot. That's the medicine for science. I just call it medicine. O, yan ang dapat nyong gawin. Ibig sabihin, no? Sa science, you can Google or watch at YouTube, you know, science topics. And then you have to remember the terms and the concepts in science, especially in integrated science. O, number 7, mathematics. O, eto, forte ko to, mathematics. You have to revisit your lessons from grade 3 to grade 5, no? Focus on the basic skills, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of the real numbers, the integers, the decimals, and the fractions. And then, also, your answers must always be in lowest terms or in simplest terms. For example, you solved and was able to get 5/10. There is in the choice, for example, letter A, 5/10, and in letter B, 1/2. The best answer has to be letter B, 1/2. Because in mathematics, as what your teachers told you, the best answer is always the answer in lowest or in simplest terms. O commercial. Next, para matuto kayo ng todo-todo sa math, manood kayo sa aking YouTube channel, Math with Mrs. O. I discuss there shortcuts and probable similar questions that appear in any science high school entrance exams. Okay, next. Days before the exam. Ano ang gagawin mo days before the exam? Letter A, you eat healthy. Kumain ka ng maayos, ha? Gawin mong healthy yung brain mo. Relax. Sleep well. Okay? You eat brain foods like dark chocolate. Yan. Nuts. Bananas. Eggs. Yan. Ha? Pampatalino. Kailangan magpakatalino tayo. Okay. And then, number 9 naman, before the exam, ano ang ating gagawin? O, night before, i-check mo na, i-sure mo na naka-ready ang iyong school ID, ang iyong test permit, at least 2 pencils. Make sure yung pencils mo sharpened na, hindi yung during the exam, doon ka pala nagsha-sharpen. But you might as well bring a sharpener also, and a clean eraser. Yan, gabi pa lang, i-prepare mo na yan. Kasi baka mamaya in the morning, ma-stress ka sa kakahanap ng test permit mo. Remember, do not stress your brain. Ha? Because it has been found in a research that the brain works well if it is in a relaxed mode. Yan. Alam nyo ba, nung nagpo-proctor ako ng Philippine Science High School, may mga hinihimatay before or during the exam. Siguro masyado silang na-stress. So, you know, don't do that. It would be better if you have already checked your test centers before the exam day. No? Wag yung during the exam day, doon mo palang chine-check yung test center mo. Okay? It will help a lot. During the exam day naman, you have to leave early so that you will arrive early. Like siguro mga 1 hour or more before the exam. So that you have time to look for your test center in case you haven't looked for it. But I highly suggest you look for your test centers before the exam day. Another thing, traffic yan. Diba? You have to anticipate traffic. Especially in Philippine Science High School main campus. Naku po, ang daming kotse dyan. Tapos maghahanap ka pa ng parking, nakaka-stress, di ba? Next, letter B, bring snacks. You'll be given around 15 minutes to 20 minutes to eat. I highly suggest you just bring like whole foods like bananas, eggs, sandwich. Letter C, you take your breakfast, but don't eat too much and do not drink too much also, because you may not be given enough time to go to the comfort room during the exam. O kunwari lang, pinayagan kang pumunta sa comfort room, hindi ka naman bibigyan ng extra time, no? Kung masyado kang natagalan sa comfort room. Yung pagstay mo sa comfort room, still a part of the time. Okay? The time limit, I mean. Kaya wag ka na lang kumain ng sobrang dami at uminom ng sobrang dami. Just to be sure. Letter D, there. Relax na naman. Relax. Don't panic. As I've said earlier, the brain works well when it is in the relaxed mode. Oh, na ano na yan, ha? Na-research na yan. I-google nyo. Next, wear something comfortable, but bring a jacket. Kasi minsan, yung test center mo, wala palang aircon. Electric fan lang. So at least if you're wearing something comfortable, you know, you're relaxed, di ba? Hindi ka na-stress. You also bring a jacket kasi malay mo, yung test center mo pala, sobrang lakas naman ng aircon. At least kung may jacket kang dinala, di ba? Comfy ka lang. Okay, next, to all the mommies out there, wag po munang magsesermon at magagalit during or sa bahay before going to the test center, no? Kasi po, wag niyo pong i-stress muna ang utak ng inyong anak. Pagkatapos na po ng exam, tsaka nyo na po sermonan kung ano man po yung kanyang nakalimutan or hindi nagawa. Okay. Again, subscribe and click the notification bell. Don't forget. Again, letter H na tayo. Listen attentively to the instructions. Follow the proctor. Huwag ninyong uunahan yung proctor. Okay? Don't open the folder unless the proctor says so. Don't fill up unless the proctor says so. May mga proctors or teachers na medyo strict. Pwede kayong i-disqualify because of not following instructions. Ako, medyo strict ako pag sinabi ko, why are you, don't fill up yet. Listen to my instructions. Tapos pag may nakita ako nag-fill up, what did I say? Minsan, pwede kong i-disqualify yon, not following instructions. Okay? Next, you put your cell phone on a silent mode. Do not distract the others and do not distract yourself too. So, you better turn it off na lang kaya. Okay, during the break, you eat, rest, go to the comfort room, rest your brain. Okay? Kasi may mga nakikita ako mga estudyante during the exam, pag break time, binubuksan nila yung kodigo nila, may mga formula sila, basa sila ng basa, hindi sila kumakain. No, I don't suggest that. Relax your brain so that after 15 to 20 minutes, there, it's fresh, it can work well. What else? If you finish early, this is very, very important, ha? Importante to, tatagalugin natin, ha? If you finish early, kapag kayo ay maagang natapos, review your answers. Do not be pasikat. Huwag magpasikat na ang aga-aga mong natapos. When I was in Philippine Science High School, I don't accept papers before the time is up. Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi, na-notice ko, yung mga nagsasubmit ng papers nila bago mag-bell, no, yun ang madalas bagsak. Kaya from then on, after mga 2 years of teaching in Philippine Science High School, I always tell my students, I don't accept papers before the time is up. Yan. Next, be respectful. Don't cheat. It will disqualify you if they see you cheating, looking at the others' answers. Okay. Last tip. Maraming mga nagtatanong, ma'am, kailangan pa ba kami mag-enroll sa review class? Well, it depends. Actually, pwede ka namang mag-review on your own, di ba? Pwede. Pero, kung talagang afford naman, then, I suggest you enroll in a review class. Why? Because in a review class, they can help you a lot. In letter A, they can teach you shortcuts. Ako lang sa math, I really teach shortcuts to my students on how to answer certain questions. They can give you very many exercises or sample exams, so that will really help you. And then you can choose Proctor, so Philippine Science High School's exams before, because they have an idea on the kind of questions that are being asked. And then in my true experience, ganito, may mga enrollees kami, nag-reviewees dun sa after the first sample exam, ang nakukuha nilang score is 8/30. After the second exam naman, tumataas na, nagiging 12/30 na lang. And would you believe, after the review, they were already getting like 25 or 28/30. Kasi, nasanay na sila, alam na nila yung shortcuts, at saka sobrang sanay na sila in answering questions under time pressure. There, okay? Again, subscribe and click the notification bell. There, I'm done. If you have questions, you can write it in the comments. Thank you. I hope I was of help to you. Always remember to add kindness, subtract judgment, multiply understanding equals Mrs. O's good life equation. Bye. Subscribe.